Good morning. Welcome to the home of Torpedo Pot. I wanted to share with you today some of the special flowers that I'm growing in my torpedo pot. I call this my little garden of torpedo pots, where I try different things, vegetables, herbs, flowers. I just try to be very flexible and try to learn what different types of things I can grow in my torpedo pots. Some of my torpedo pots are in full sun, which is along this strip here, and then the ones along the back are part sun. So it really gives me an idea of the different things that I can grow depending on what type of sun that particular torpedo pot is going to receive during the day. So here's my first torpedo pot I wanted to share with you. This is Bachelor's Button. It hasn't come to bloom yet, but shortly, I'm guessing by mid-July, it will have blooms on it. This particular flower is very full. I just wanted to plant this in the front, but if I would have planted the whole pot, this whole pot would have been the like a weeping, would have had like a weeping effect, and it's very full and beautiful. I can't wait until it blooms. And in the back I have zinnia. Now the zinnia are very tall, and as you can see, they're falling over, but these are going to be pretty too, and I have a couple of blooms already, as you can see, and this is on the back of this pot. And in addition to that, I've also planted some watermelon. I snuck just a few watermelon plants in here because I know this torpedo pot will grow everything, and they are very healthy, and they will also vine and lean over the pot. And this is my other watermelon pot, or other watermelon, and they're icebox watermelon seeds that I planted. Now over here, this pot is going to grow really tall, and this is Morning Glory. And the Morning Glory will just spiral and wind around anything you have in this pot. I had some hibiscus, which are from last year, and they still stayed in the pot, and the Morning Glory has just wrapped itself around it, which I like. That means I have to put less stakes in because the hibiscus forms the base for it to wrap around. Now in the front of this pot is alyssum. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Alyssum is in the front, and in the back of this pot, I have my tag, is Morning Glory, which is the one that's winding around, Morning Glory. So that's going to be pretty. The next pot I have is, I think this is the Cosmos. Yes, this is Cosmos. These will be Cosmos. And in the back is Marigold. And apparently marigold are plants that deer do not like. So they tell you to plant this around spaces where you don't want them to be. So we'll see how that does. And again, I have another watermelon here. This is what I snuck in, and watermelon, they will vine and grow. It'll continue to grow out. And I have space here for it to grow, and I'll have my watermelon shortly. This pot, I have columbine. This is columbine here in the front. And I planted some, I think this is gladiolus. I put some gladiolus bulbs in here, so we'll see how they do. And I also shared some zinnia with this pot. I took some of the zinnia little plantlings out once they started to form, and then I put some in this pot too. And this bush is, I think this is a burning bush. I want to replant this and put this into the ground, but we'll see how it does here, because this is a plant that has full sun. We'll see what that does. Now over here I have sunflower, and the sunflower, oh my gosh, has grown so high. This is at least 3 feet from the pot, possibly more. This is at least 3 feet. And these things, I don't remember how tall it said it grew, but it could be like 5 or 6 feet. But the stalk is so strong that they stand up, by themselves. unless you run into it or have animals that will knock them over. But the stalks are pretty thick and they're really strong. That's my sunflower. Now over here, I have some zinnia. I share with this pot some zinnia again. And I have hollyhock, which is one that is really a slow grower. So we'll see what this does. The seed packet said this takes 365 days to germinate, but we'll see. And in the back, I have something called lupine. Lupine. So this will grow pretty high. So we'll see. We'll meet back again next month, and I'll be able to share with you my blooms, which will be bigger and will be fuller and will be more plentiful. So thank you for joining me today at the home of Torpedo Pot. Bye now.